Namaste, I'm the Queen of Cups, Montreal. This new moon reading features the Moonology deck. Its purpose is to help you stoke your inner fire and learn to dance among Aries flames without getting burned. The theme this week is the strength you can find in vulnerability. At this point, I invite you to pick the deck or crystal which resonates strongest for you. In the video description, you will find links for my tarot reading services, my Etsy store for healing crystals, and my social media. You will also find timestamps for your chosen reading, which you can use to navigate the video. Thank you for joining me. Please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications for future readings. As always, love all and harm none. This includes yourself. Namaste, Citrine Group. Thank you so much for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction, this will be your new moon in Aries reading. We're going to explore ways in which our fire can be put to good use and ways in which our inner fire has maybe been not put to the best of use, and ways that you can focus and channel the flames going forward. So, this is for all signs. Sometimes when I do new moon in Aries, people wonder, well, is it for me? I'm a Scorpio. Is it for me? I'm a Taurus. But this is for all signs. So that's why you get to pick your path. So position number 1 has to do with, where have I been too impulsive? Position number 2 has to do with, where have I been putting too much pressure on myself? I know we're all guilty of that from time to time. Position number 3 is, what are my most pressing intentions, desires, and goals? Position number 4 is, where do I need to think differently? And position number 5 is, where do I need a fresh start? So let's begin. Where have I been too impulsive? I feel that sometimes there's a tendency to not really think out clearly what you want to say before you say it. And perhaps you get this idea and you share it with people, and there's nothing wrong with that, except it could be misread, misunderstood, or maybe the timing isn't the best. So there's an impulsivity here when it comes to communication and how you're communicating with people. So just slow that down and figure, how can you be yourself and authentic but still be intentional with your words. Position number 2 is, where have I been putting too much pressure on myself? You're not surrendering to the divine. You're putting so much pressure on yourself to get it all done on your own. And it's not about that. You have a divine and abundant universe waiting to bless you and strengthen you and hold you up. So it's not all on you. Trust divine timing. Trust divine abundance. Don't put the weight of the world on your shoulders. Some things you just, no matter what you do, you can't change. I'm all for empowerment and knowing that you can change your future. But some things are not yours to carry. Trust in the energy. Trust in the universe. Position number 3 is, what are my most pressing desires? There's a situation, it could be romantic or family or friends, that you're looking to have resolution with. I feel that because maybe you're a little quick to speak sometimes, you don't have that resolution with people because you're on to the next thing. You're a go-getter, you're a mover, you're a shaker, you're a doer. I can tell that from position number 2. So because of that, you're needing to close up some loose ends. And I feel like your most pressing desires have to do with finding closure and resolution. So you can channel your fire in more conscientious ways to do that, and seek out those moments and seek out those opportunities and warm them with your inner fire instead of allowing them to burn. Where do I need to think differently? Be bold and make the first move. I feel like there's definitely a theme coming up, Citrine Group. I feel that in a lot of ways, perhaps you are put the onus on you. I have to get this done. I have to do this. I have to fix this. I have to say something. And it's like, it's not all on you. Let other people carry the burden sometimes. Let other people carry the load. Because it's not all up to you, and it can't be. You can't be an island. So in ways you need to think differently is always being the doer and the first one to act and the first one to move. Give others a chance to stand up and take responsibility and carry their share of the load. Where do you need a fresh start? Here we have your hard work is paying off, new moon Capricorn. I feel like you need a fresh start in terms of being so steadfast and responsible and dogged. I think that you get something in your head and you go, go, go. And sometimes it's important as an act of self-care to do the best you can and let the energy carry you where it will go. I really get the energy, Citrine group, that you're putting way too much pressure on yourself. Ease up. You're a great person. I know that you're a doer, and I know that in some ways you don't trust other people to do it, and that's why you put it on yourself. But ease up a little bit. Cut yourself some slack. Show yourself some compassion. And for that, I feel that some grounding energy of rhodonite with the loving energy of rhodonite could really help you ground yourself, find peace, but also show yourself some compassion and kindness. You're a great person. You're super reliable, but you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You guys, with every reading, I send out a little love and light and namaste energy. I'm going to, and I hope you received it today. I'm going to be available soon through my relaunched website. So I want you guys to reach out. I want to talk to you. I want you to send me your letters and your questions. I'll let you know when that launches. So we won't just have to send love and light through the screen. We'll be connecting with each other, which I'm so excited for. And this month, I'm going to try and keep up with the monthly mini readings or the weekly mini readings. I look forward to seeing you again next week. And thanks for joining me, guys. Namaste. Namaste, Fluorite Group. Thank you so much for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction, this reading is for the new moon in Aries. It's for all signs. And I've chosen all stones that work with Aries moon energy. And it's basically helping you understand where you have been using your inner fire for good, and where maybe it's misplaced, and how you can help accomplish your goals going forward. So we're just going to help channel that Aries energy for your betterment and in the best way we can for you. So let's begin. Where have you been too impulsive? I feel that you have sometimes struck out before planning. This is full moon in Taurus. I feel that perhaps sometimes you are impulsive in terms of your plans. You try and get a plan, you try and get things going, but before they're really solid, you go forward with it, or you may jump at the opportunity and not think things through and not plan them out the best you can. This isn't a criticism. I think that you're a go-getter. The Citrine group was a bit of a go-getter too. I just feel like the card says your dreams need a practical plan. And I feel like there could be some impulsivity in terms of not having that plan solidified first. And this doesn't have to be across your life. This could be in one particular area, like love or work or finance. Position number 2 is, where have you been putting too much pressure on yourself? Here we have the new moon in Sagittarius. I feel like you've been putting too much pressure on yourself to manifest good things in your life, to manifest good fortune, to create the changes you want to see, to go, 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 and always make sure that you fall on the right side of things. And life is a mix. There's a divine order and a divine balance between light and dark. You don't always have to walk in the sun for it to be a learning experience and a growing experience. So just trust that you're putting too much pressure on yourself to make things perfect or to make things ideal. And I think that when in fact you can just trust the energy a little bit and flow with the energy and trust that you'll be okay one way or the other. What are your most pressing desires? I feel like you really want to be more authentic. You want to be more, either with one person or everyone in your life, but you want to be more vulnerable, more open, more authentic, and more truthful. I feel like perhaps you guard yourself because you want everything to be perfect for others, and you want life to work out so smoothly for those you care about, and you guard yourself, and you maybe suffer in silence, or you're sad in silence sometimes, and you're really wanting to show your true self with people. So use the fires of Aries moon to really enable you to express yourself and be more present and authentic and open up. It's okay to be vulnerable. Like I said, even if it's with several people or just one, it's okay to be vulnerable, and it takes a great deal of strength to do so. Where do you need to think differently? It's a time to give rather than take is the card, new moon in Virgo. I feel like it's a time to take rather than give instead. So you need to think differently about how you're giving to everyone, how you're caregiving for everyone, how you're sacrificing for everyone. Perhaps it's time for a little self-nurturing and self-care and self-compassion. And where do you need a fresh start? Don't let pride get in the way. I do feel like you do things because you want to put everyone else at ease, and you want to convince everybody that everything's okay, and you want to let everybody think that, you're strong, you got it together. And I feel like this ties back to showing the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. I feel like it's okay to be vulnerable. You need a fresh start with the hard exterior, with the the mask you wear to put others at ease. Let people know if you're struggling. It's okay and it's commendable. I think for that you may need some courage. So carnelian would be a great stone for that. It resonates with Aries as well. I think carnelian, sunstone could also be a great stone for you to find your courage and find your strength, to be the real you and to ask for help and to let people know that you need support sometimes too. You guys, I'm relaunching my website soon, so you'll be able to reach me there. But for now, you can reach me at queenofcupsintuitivereading.com. But the new site's going to be so much better, so much more intuitive. You'll love it. I am still available to reach also through YouTube and social media. And I look forward to hearing from you. You guys share your thoughts and your ideas through the comments on my posts. I want to hear from you guys. I want this to be an interactive experience. I love to get to know you. With every reading, I send out a little love and light and namaste energy. I sincerely hope you receive it today, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Namaste, guys. Namaste, Sunstone Group. Thank you so much for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction, this is the new moon in Aries reading, helping you understand how to best channel your inner fire and work with the Aries energy this season to manifest that which you long for and which you desire, and create a life of your choosing. So we're going to explore ways in which your fire may be misused, ways in which it can serve you, and ways in which you need to maybe shift your perspective or your focus to learn to dance within the flames as opposed to get singed by them. So position number 1 is, where have I been too impulsive? And I feel like you've been too quick to move forward without doing the hard work of release and the painful work of release and healing and challenging your inner shadows. So perhaps you've been too quick to kind of pull yourself up and be strong and be a tough cookie, instead of like really nurturing yourself and letting go and healing the past. Position number 2 is, where have you been putting too much pressure on yourself? I feel like you've been putting your pressure on yourself to always have all the information, to always know what's going on, to always have a clear picture and know what everybody needs and what everybody wants and what you're going to do next. And I feel like you could be advising other people, or you could be giving advice or support, or you always have the right answers. And I think you put too much pressure on yourself to always have the right answers and always have the full picture and the full scope of things to help yourself and those around you. And it's okay to have doubts. It's okay to have questions. It's once again an issue of vulnerability, but you put too much pressure on yourself to always have it the right idea and the right frame of mind and the answers. And I think people look to you for answers, which makes it challenging. What are your most pressing desires? I feel like you want to make sure that those around you and those around you, particularly those around you, feel loved and safe and secure, and that you're connecting on the level that you want to connect on, and that they're happy and healthy. And I feel like that goes back to you wanting to have all the answers. You want to, minister to everyone. And I feel like, your pressing desires is to take care of your family, but you don't have to do so by having all the answers and the solutions. So where do you need to think differently? I feel like you're a little bit you have one worldview, and that's you as the one with the wisdom and the answers and the understanding, and you have one kind of view of how things should go. And be open to other people's perspectives, be open to not having the answers, be open to feeling a bit lost sometimes, or questioning or doubtful. I feel like you need to think differently instead of putting all the onus on you to always know what the right thing to do is. Sometimes we're just lost. And where do you need a fresh start? You need to step out of your comfort zone. I feel like there's a security that your friends are coming to you crying and you put them back together, or your family's coming to you stressed out and you put them back together. Step out of your comfort zone. Be willing to reach out to those and ask for help, ask for support. Let people know, I have no idea, but we'll get through this together. And be able to reach out for help, because I think you're really burdening yourself with that. And ultimately, what you want to do is have a secure, happy, loving relationship with those you love. And I feel like the best way to accomplish that is to be a little bit vulnerable. It's interesting, you guys, because the fluorite, citrine, and sunstone group, it all has to do with vulnerability and letting people in. And I feel like what's happening with the Aries season, we're kind of courageous and bold and go, 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 and we got this. And it's okay to be a little bit vulnerable and soft, and you can dance within the flames without being singed by them or burning yourself or anybody else. And I think this is the lesson of Aries season, is being bold and courageous and strong, and not neglecting our vulnerability and our emotional fragility, because it is a gift. You guys, my new website is relaunching soon, and you can still reach me at queenofcupsintuitivereading.com. But this new website is going to be so streamlined and so intuitive, and it'll just be so easy to book your personalized tarot readings. I can't wait. You'll be the first to know when it's launched. Also, you can still reach me through Facebook, social media, all social media, and YouTube. You guys, with every reading, I send out a little love and light and namaste energy. I sincerely hope you receive it today, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Namaste, guys.